Hi everyone, this is Brooke Erzlemirol. This is a different time for all of us, all around the world. It's unprecedented, so all of us are going through different emotions, different feelings, and it's all good, right? And I had a sequence of videos that I planned, and there's already 5 if you look down and subscribe to my channel. But I felt like let's forget the sequence. We have to do what we need to do, and this coronavirus thing is so important. Let's talk about that. And this is about coronavirus and purposeful leadership. And you might ask, okay, what does leadership have to do anything with coronavirus? Well, in my opinion, it has everything to do with it. So if you look at the crisis that we lived before, like the 9/11 or the 2008 recession, we now know how some leaders really went through those times, those challenging times, much better than the other ones. Like, for example, I don't know if you know Bob Chapman, and if you don't, you can check the links below and find out more about him. But he's the CEO of Berry Miller. And when they were going through a crisis, what he did was to get everybody together in the room and told exactly where they are, being very transparent and vulnerable as a leader, and asked them what they think they should do. And the people came up with the best ideas. They said, instead of laying anybody off, let's get the burden on all of us, a little bit of the burden, instead of putting it all on the shoulders of some. They said, let's have 1 month off without getting paid, each one of us, so that we don't lay off people. So it was still very difficult for a lot of people, especially for those who like live paycheck to paycheck. But still, instead of getting some people off work, laying them off, they found an amazing solution. And Bob Chapman took his part too by getting less money that month or that year as well. That was an amazing way to handle that. Think about community, leadership, supporting each other, right? And think about when this is all true, how you would feel as an employee working there. Another example is like Southwest. At the wake of 9/11, when all the airlines started laying off people just the next day, they did not lay off anyone, they did not have a pay cut for everyone, and they stayed in business. And they had like consecutive 41 years in a row made profit by doing the right thing. And you can go and read their stories too. Amazing example. I also remember after 9/11 how some managers got their people together in a meeting, not to talk about business, but so that people can share their griefs, how they felt. And that really put them in a place where they felt like community. They felt like it's their peers. They were able to support each other. In these crises and these times, people really need to act differently. And then they can show themselves as either managers being very reactive and thinking about business, short-term goals of the business, or they can show how human they are. And even these times, like um, when we're going through a coronavirus, it's the same things that we can do. Is it scary? Is it very unsettling? Of course, for all of us. I have a small business. I don't have millions set aside so that I can live by. I have to make money. Do I know what's gonna happen? No. But we have to stay calm, and we can show what type of a leader we are. Not to show off our ego or anything, but to show we really care about our people. So one of the best things we can do right now is to listen to our people, not only about business, but what they're going through. And we can do that online. We can gather them on an online conferencing. Thank God to technology we have that. And listen in. Share what's happening. Be very transparent, very truthful. If we have done something wrong or mistakes, let's continue like sharing them as well. It's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable as a leader at these times. And ask your people like Bob Chapman did. Maybe they have better ideas that they can come up with to go through these times. So this is about leadership. This is about coronavirus. And it's also important to be proactive. I also look into the example of Taiwan. and how they were prepared for this pandemic. So sometimes the best leaders do the planning way ahead of time when people feel like it's so unnecessary, that it should not be, like nobody should be wasting time to invest on things like that, invest time or money. But think about a country like Taiwan, who was so ready to take this on, and they have the lowest death rates ever. So let's be proactive. Let's not forget the lessons that we're taking today. Let's not forget how connected we are. Hopefully, we do stay and get these lessons, but don't forget them. We are connected as a world. We might have borders and we might need them sometimes. But you see, when there's a pandemic like that, we need to share the information. All the countries need to be helping each other out with information sharing, with test sharing, and sharing the knowledge that we have. We're learning from China now, from other countries that are going through this, from Italy. What if they don't share? We wouldn't know what to do, right? So we are one little planet. We all live on this, and we should stay connected and uplift each other. There's so much fear out there. Please not spread the fear. Let's not spread what is not like right. Let's definitely check our facts, see what the resources are instead of sharing and all of that. Let's share what's happening and what's good around the world so that we can calm each other down. Because otherwise, after this pandemic, then we will have a mental health, like wellness crisis. And let's be leaders wherever, whatever our position is, gather our people, share what we're going through, and make sure that we bring more calmness, not more fear. Hopefully we get to talk more about this stuff in the future too, but I felt like it's really important to give a break to the sequence of videos that I have and share this with you today. Stay healthy, be good, stay at home unless you have to. Let's keep the curve flat, like they say. If they haven't talked about it, I don't know what that means. Yet I will share that in my description below too. We have to make sure that we don't have a big peak where the health system cannot take care of the most severe patients. So we all play our part by staying home unless we have to go out. Let's take care of our health officials, the people who are in the front lines, who are sacrificing everything to make other people healthy. So thank you, and thanks for listening to me. Bye-bye.